Exam takers. Today I wanted to talk about the Cambridge B2 first exam and to introduce you to each part one by one. So we're going to start with reading and use of English. And for this part, you're going to have 1 hour and 15 minutes. Okay? So if you're doing the exam on paper, make sure you have a pencil, because you need the pencil to complete the answer sheet. And completing the answer sheet must be done within this 1 hour and 15 minutes. You don't have extra time. Okay, so in this part, we have 7 parts, and 4 of them are reading and 3 of them are use of English. So let's start with part 1. This is a multiple choice text, so you have some gaps. And here you have some answers that you can choose from. Okay, wow. So give me a second to change that. Okay. I hope you can see now. Okay, well, so what is genealogy? Here you have an example. Genealogy is a branch of history. And here they have marked, and this is how you have to mark on the answer sheet. You have to fill in that rectangular. So it's a branch of history. It concerns family history. And you have to look at the word that comes after. It could be a preposition, some connecting word. In this case, it's than. The National World of History studied at school. Okay, so we come over here and we have a look. Instead. So instead, what's the preposition that comes after instead? Usually it is instead of. So here we have done. It's not instead of. With rather, do we know an expression? Probably. Or you should know the expression rather than. So this is a possible candidate. It could be okay here. What about except? Except, the preposition is for. And sooner than, it's also possible. So then we are between rather than and sooner than. We come back to the gap and we try to see what sounds more logical here. It concerns family history rather than the national or world history. It's possible, it sounds well. But let's try the other one just in case. It concerns family history sooner than the national. Okay, so it's not a question of if something is sooner or not. It's not a question of time. Well, the right answer here would be rather. And rather than is a synonym of instead of. Okay, we continue. It doesn't merely involve drawing a family tree. However, tracing your family history can also, again, we notice a preposition here in, learning about your roots and your identity. Okay, cause something, we don't have a preposition with that. Mean something, again, no preposition. Result in, okay, so it could be result in. And lead to. So in this case, the answer again is obvious, result in. The internet enables millions of people worldwide to information. Again, we're looking for something that combines with information. And we have some verbs. Accomplish information, doesn't sound right. Access information, sounds okay. Approach information, not really. And admit information, no. In this case, it's a question of collocation. What sounds logical? Which two words combine to make a commonly used phrase? Okay, and the last one here. So the internet enables millions of people worldwide to access information about their family history without great fee. No, because fee is something that you pay at a museum, university. Price without great price doesn't sound quite right. Charge is similar to price without great cost. That's what we want to say. And the synonym of cost in this case would be expense. Okay. Well, let's continue here. People who research their family history often that. Again, we want to see what might combine with this that. Often describe that. Doesn't sound about right. Define that. Remark that. Regard that. Okay, so we want to say. So research their family history often say that it's a fascinating hobby. The only one that's a synonym of say would be remark. And describe, define would need describe it as, define it as, regard something as. So all of those would be used in a combination with as. Okay. Fascinating hobby, which a lot about where they come from. Which reveals a lot about where they come from. So sounds okay. Opens a lot about where they come from. Begins a lot about where they come from. Arises. No. So reveals is again a collocation or just sounds logical in this context. According to a survey involving 900 people who had researched their family history, the chances of discovering a celebrity in your past are 1 in 10. Who knew? The survey also concluded that the back you follow your family in line, the more likely you are to find a relation. Okay, let's see, back. Okay, the older back you follow a family line, the greater back, the higher back, or the further back. So further, because here we're talking about distance or back, going back in the generations. However, the vast majority of people who in the survey, again, we have another in here, discovered they were better off than their ancestors. Okay, so a verb that combines with in. Attended the survey, no preposition. Participated in the survey, this one is possible. Included in the survey, okay, it's possible to be included in, but can you be included in the survey? Yeah, you can be included. So we don't have a passive structure here. And associated with. Okay. So in the end, it should be participated. Okay, so allow around 5 minutes to do this exercise, and you should be fine in the overall time of the paper. Good luck on your exams.